What's up, you guys? Why Tron TRX and Bittorrent BTT in Grenada are going to be similar to El Salvador and Bitcoin. Before I get into that, just want to go over something. First of all, we're also going to do a little flash round through the news, a short one like we typically do. I'm also going to talk about Iran shutting things down and how two countries can be so different with the same similar types of situations and how they handle them. Before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you're new, occasionally we do giveaways. If you'd like to participate, there's 4 free ways that take all of 4 seconds, a little more than 4 seconds, but not much longer. Comment down below. We pick people from the commenters. Hit the like button, hit the bell, and subscribe. And if you do this, we announce on follow-up videos when the occasional giveaways do happen. We'll let you know about it because we pick you from the commenters. Also, if you'd like to get some behind the scenes insights that could help you, not investment advice, just my opinion, can help you with your trades, how you think of things, because you probably are invested in crypto because you want to do better than you're doing now. To get the behind the scenes insights, entrepreneuramg.com, plug in your email address, takes all of 2 seconds, and you'll gain some access to some insights that I'll send out to you. You may get 1 email a month. We're not going to bomb you with emails. That's not what we're about. Possibly you'll get 2 a month. That's about it. So again, pump your email in, entrepreneuramg.com, put in your email, hit submit. That's all you got to do. Excuse me. President Bukele fires back at critics on Bitcoin experiments. So look at you guys. When people travel, since, for the longest time, exchanging currency has been a big pain. What do you need to do? You need to get some traveler's checks, or maybe you want to use your credit cards. You're not sure what the processing fees are going to be when you get to said country. Some places will take credit cards. Some places will not take credit cards. You have a disjointed experience, right? You could be on the beach. Somebody will, maybe if you're not on a private beach, which you probably should be in most countries, someone will try to sell you something. Or even if you are on a private beach, you may have some hotel vendors that would ask you, would you like a drink? Would you like this? Would you like that? It's not always so easy in that instance to charge to the room. What are you going to do? Well, there's a solution. What about when you go into town? Are they going to be accepting your currency? Will they give you the right change? Will they give you an accurate exchange? Will you pay more because of that situation? Well, what cryptocurrencies do, and what El Salvador has done, and I'm not implying that this is the only reason that they did it. They didn't do it because of specifically just tourism, but in a situation like a Grenada, or in the Caribbean, or countries that are prone to have a big tourism industry, well, one way you can boost things up is make the ease of use easy, just like anything else, just like what crypto is trying to do. It's trying to mainstream itself. Well, you have a situation here where I think Grenada is going to try to mainstream itself, and it's going to happen kind of like El Salvador, but not exactly, where you could be on the beach or in town. All you'll need is your smartphone. You'll know exactly how much USD or Canadian or euros you use to purchase your Tron, so you have your value of exchange there. You do not need to be concerned with what's the country going to do to you or not do to you in terms of individual whims of individual merchants. Instead, you're just at the whim of the cryptocurrency community, which a lot of you obviously prefer because you are in that sphere. So let's see what we have to say here. The adoption of Bitcoin is changing El Salvador's economic landscape, according to the Salvadorian president. I'm going to talk more about what I was just talking about a second ago in about another minute. I want to connect some dots. On Thursday, Salvadorian President Nayib reaffirmed his belief for Bitcoin BTC supremacy on Twitter once again. He's smart. He's using Twitter very well. Well done. Clap, clap. This time stating that after widespread adoption occurs, it's game over for fiat. The Salvadoran president has been a mainstay in the news headlines due to his government's regular BTC purchases and absolute pro-Bitcoin stance. He has made frequent statements and comments to support the original cryptocurrency while refusing to budge in the face of criticism. I think I invented a new word. It's not a bad one. Crypticism. That Bitcoin is a bad idea for the nation. There's also metaverseism. Doesn't work the same way. Crypticism? Okay, don't get hung up. I'm talking to myself. President Bukele's recent tweet comes as the international community launches a barrage against El Salvador for its Bitcoin experiment. Bad, bad El Salvador. Not bad at all. Smart, actually. The International Monetary Fund criticized El Salvador's move to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender in June, but the country nevertheless passed it and began accepting BTC as legal money in September. Andrew Bailey, governor of the Bank of England, is a known critic of Bitcoin. More recently, while speaking at the University of Cambridge Students' Union, Bailey expressed his concerns over El Salvador's decision to use Bitcoin as a currency due to its extreme volatility. What has been called an international organizations no, wait a minute. What has been called by international organizations as the Bitcoin experiment is nothing more than the world watching how mass adoption changes a country's economy. It's for the good, it's game over for fiat. El Salvador is the spark that ignites the real revolution. Interesting. However, Bukele fired back at his critics, pointing out that while the rest of the world regarded El Salvador as a Bitcoin experiment, it was transforming its economy with Bitcoin mass adoption. Bukele also claimed that when fiat is no longer a factor compared to BTC's dominance, El Salvador will be regarded as the spark that starts the revolution. Since adopting Bitcoin as legal currency, El Salvador has used Bitcoin profits or the surplus from its Bitcoin trust account to finance the construction of 20 schools. So now, look. Excuse me again, I know that's annoying, but I can't help it. It also cuts down on crime because if you're in Grenada, and I'm going to use them as an example, of course, why wouldn't I? That's part of the purpose of the video. And as a tourist, if you have your cards and your traveler's checks, you're more prone to theft. If you're using a cryptocurrency, what's somebody going to do? Well, I suppose they could try to get their hands on your smartphone, which is a lot harder to do. And then they're going to have to figure out your passcode. They're not going to be able to use your cryptocurrency. It actually makes the countries safer. It actually lessens, smashes down the crime rate against tourists, which means, and definitely in that respect, in terms of muggings or trying to get your money, right? So that can only be a positive that would not exist before cryptocurrency. It's another no-brainer. I'm telling you guys, apologies again, telling you guys, you're going to see mass adoption. I think it's going to be Grenada, and it's going to be Tron or Bittorrent, and it's going to be their currency. I got to take a drink again. I don't know, is this what singers feel like when their voice goes crazy? Anyhow, let's carry on. Bukele's latest riff comes as El Salvador recently bought 21 BTC on Tuesday to celebrate the 21st day of the year, the 21 of the 21st century, and commemorate the scarcity of Bitcoin as its supply is limited to 21 million BTC. Now look, what happens with another country like Iran, who handles things totally different with the same thing, the topic being cryptocurrency. Iran halts authorized crypto mining to save energy for the winter. Iran previously put a temporary blanket ban on crypto mining amid historically peak periods for power demand in the summer. Of course, their infrastructure is a little different. They're wired a little bit different. But, you would think they would try to maybe put a positive spin on this. If they feel compelled that they must do something like this, which could be perceived as a negative, it would be good if they also put a positive spin on this to kind of offset the negative. Amid Iran's energy consumption, and I'm not criticizing anybody, energy consumption increasing during the winter, local energy authorities have decided to halt operations of authorized cryptocurrency mining centers. Mostafa, chairman of the board and managing director of Iran Grid Management Company, Tavanir, announced that Iran is shutting down the crypto mining centers again to reduce the liquid fuel consumption in power plants amid decreasing temperatures. Bashadi said that Iranian authorities took this action to reduce energy consumption last month. The Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting reported this on Saturday. The Energy Ministry, this would be Christmas Day, by the way, the Energy Ministry has been implementing measures since last month to reduce the use of liquid fuels in power plants, including cutting licensed crypto farmers' power supply, turning off lampposts in less risky areas, and stringent supervision of consumption. You know, it's very interesting how perception rules the world. It rules all, not all, but most of positive and negative scenarios, events that occur are fueled by perception of old and perception of new, including cryptocurrencies. I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching. I hope this finds you healthy, happy, and that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next video.